Happiness never decreases by being shared. Good evening and welcome to Cricket with Yashasvi, the Alumni Interaction Series program to all the fans of cricket. Principal Ms. Asnan Apis, Vice Principals Ms. Soma Bhattacharjee and Ms. Mary Cruz, teachers, our esteemed alumnus Mr. Yashasvi, and my dear friends, do be ready to get hit with the great sixes coming your way. A batsman farms the strike by steadily shifting from the front foot to the back foot depending upon the ball's approach. Backing out is the problem. Making the attacking shot is the answer. And this is why we have decided to choose this pitch to take the opportunity to illuminate young minds and get across the line through this virtual stadium, irrespective of the backspins of the COVID-19 pandemic, because we all know that the game must always go on. The fame of an institution is not only on its administration and training team, but also on the excellent achievements of its players on and over the boundaries of life. Today's match is all about reconnecting, enlightening, learning, inspiring, and enhancing the bond between the alumnus, school, and the students. We believe that this opportunity shall help students realize the required run rate by watching their seniors, as a direct hit can always be dangerous. Our guest speaker for today, Mr. Yashasvi, is one such individual who aims beyond boundaries and himself makes the gap amidst the fielders. Mr. Yashasvi, former player of DPS-Modern Indian School from the school team of 2015-16, angled himself to hit the stumps of the glorious institute BIT Mesra Ranchi to get coached. He chose to pursue pharmaceutical sciences and technology off his own bat. He seemed to be in good rhythm in sports and quizzing since a very young age. This love and passion for sports fetched him the opportunity to interview a few of the most competitive sportspersons India has ever produced, namely Mahendra Singh Dhoni and PT Usha. He converts ones into twos by actively taking part in podcasts and writing blogs to share his knowledge in cricket. In the year 2019, he made great efforts, swinged himself like a tracer bullet, and crowned himself the winner's title in the All India quiz conducted by IIT BHU, leaving the competitors clean bowled. To say we are thrilled to see you is an understatement, Mr. Yashasvi. Before getting started, I would like to invite the person without whom our school wouldn't have been able to make it to the top of the scoreboards. Our principal, Ms. Asnan Apis, head of the coaching team, to enlighten us with her delightful thoughts. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, dear. And you spoke really very well. Whoever has scripted your writing, it's very nice. Good evening to the vice principals, the team of teachers, the alumni in charge, Ms. Jaya, and a warm welcome to Yashasvi and all the viewers, the enthusiastic students of the middle school. Today's webinar series with our alumni takes us to yet another level of why DPS is a school with a difference. I still remember, and those memories are very fresh in my mind, when I had entered the school in 2010-11, and I had seen Yashasvi as a young little student who would be busy with so many pranks, busy around meeting friends, talking, and a huge change came in him when we had given him a small role to play in one of our annual days, Ehsas. And he did such a wonderful job with it. His confidence built up. And today, see where he is. He is pursuing his academics and at the same time pursuing his passion. So welcome to the alma mater, Yashasvi. It's always wonderful to have you back, and especially with a field that you have chosen, that you enjoy. I'm sure children are going to enjoy your talk on how you have navigated and been able to achieve what you have achieved today. So it's over to Yashasvi, and a big thank you to all the team of teachers, the alumni head, and the vice principals, Ms. Soma and Ms. Mary, for the guidance given to our children, for making them children with a difference. Thank you, and it's over to Yashasvi. Yashasvi, I hope you're doing well.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. How are you, ma'am?
I'm good. I'm good.
Thank you, ma'am, for always ensuring that we never get bowled over. Cranking up the pace, I would like to invite our Vice Principal, Senior Secondary School, Ms. Soma Bhattacharjee, onto the crease to address the audience. Over to you, ma'am.
Good evening. Yashasvi has been my student in class 11 and 12, biology batch. He has been always very cheerful and enthusiastic. That was the best thing in him, always ready to take up responsibility, small maybe, but he always had that extra energy in him. And after finishing his studies in class 12, he took up his course, with pharmaceutical course, and he has done well there. But as ma'am said, he did not give up his passion. And I was just sharing with him now before this, meeting, that he was the one who had come and he requested me that he wanted to do the commentary of the football match. And he was trying to do something which was really interesting. And next year onwards, we officially introduced commentary on during the rendezvous days. So it's very nice to see him back here. He has taken up the responsibility. He has responded that he wants to come back and share his, his experiences. That's really nice. Waiting to hear from you, Yashasvi. All the best to you. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for training us for both on-site and off-site scenarios. Please join me in inviting our Vice Principal Secondary School, Miss Mary Cruz, to swing the ball under the lights with her wisdom. Over to you, ma'am.
Good evening, one and all gathered here. It's yet another talk by one of our alumni, Yashasvi. When I think of Yashasvi, I always remember his cute smile and the way he speaks, the speed with which he speaks. Sometimes I'll ask him to pause. Come on, repeat what you have said. That's the way Yashasvi is. And so apt that he has chosen his passion to be a commentator and involved himself in the field of sports. And whenever I look into the Facebook page and see Yashasvi with his write-ups on some sports column, recalling memories of taking pics with the cricketers and things like that, I really appreciate. See, when you follow your passion, you will love what you'll do. And this is what Yashasvi stands here for. And the group of students we have chosen today as audience, students of class 7 and 8, I'm sure you're going to enjoy the session with Yashasvi and keep you entertained. I think 2 years back, the year before this, when I was teaching Sanjana, and when she said that Yashasvi is my brother, Yashasvi is your brother, was a big question mark on my face, because both of them are at the two ends of the pole. So I couldn't believe that, Sanjana is such a calm girl and Yashasvi is such a bubbly boy. Anyway, welcome to Yashasvi. We are waiting to listen to you and waiting to enjoy the session with you. So thank you. Enjoy, children. Have a nice day. And it's nice to see alumni connecting with the alma mater. You should always stay connected with your roots. Thank you and have a nice day.
Thank you, ma'am. Your words are an endless fountain of motivation. Before we proceed, allow me to walk you through the cheering guidelines for today's match. Kindly keep your cameras on throughout. Do not miss on any of the spectator catch opportunities. Spectators are requested to mute themselves for preventing from being on the sticky wicket. Questions can be asked only through chat to prevent bounces. Spectators can keep their spirits on and discuss their match predictions with one another via another device or another online platform. Spectators are requested to keep their screens on speaker mode or pin Mr. Yashasvi and take the delight of the glorious success coming their way. Once the session is over, everybody except the teachers are requested to participate in the poll and fill the feedback form without dropping the ball. We hope that this session helps arouse interest for cricket among the students. Now I would like to invite Mr. Yashasvi onto the crease while I get back to the pavilion. Over to you, Mr. Yashasvi.
Uh, Thank you so much, Faiza, for the introduction. I'll just share my screen. Hello. Yeah. So, thank you very much for the introduction. Thank you for the kind words, ma'am. It means a lot to me. Cricket with Yashasvi. So, it is all about following your dreams, following your passion, being mad about them, and just going about your job, those dreams. Something about me. Yeah. I did my schooling in DPS-Mis from 2005 to 2016, and I have done my bachelor's in pharmaceutical sciences and technology from BIT Mesra, and I'm currently pursuing MBA from TAPI Management Institute, Manipal. Make your mark. Make your mark, follow your passion, follow your dream, be out of the box, because the world only remembers people who were out of the box. Believe your dreams, keep them first priority, work for them, and always be kind, supportive, good, and be honest to your dreams. Let me talk about the beginning. The beginning wasn't very. We started off, Qatar didn't have a lot of cricketing opportunities. Just one cricket stadium, just one or two clubs. But you know, if you see Qatar cricket, it has grown very nicely. Evident growth is seen. There are a good team coming up, and that is how more people will be interested in cricket in Qatar. The opportunity. Let me talk to you about the opportunity I got in BIT Mesra. And yeah, the opportunity I got in BIT Mesra and how I became what I am. My first opportunity as a commentator was in 2017 when I got an opportunity to commentate in a departmental game called. I still remember my first time, how scared I was, how there were certain mistakes I was making. And I still remember one funny incident from that match. I remember calling the batsman as a bowler. I was like, the batsman is bowling very well. And I still remember I had a great laugh about it. But that is how I became more confident in doing what I am doing today. This is a photo where I'm receiving an award for commentary in the Farmer Cup. This is one of those tournaments which made me what I am today. Because of this, I got opportunities in other tournaments as well to commentate, to give my ideas about the game, to help the game, to give my ideas, to give what the game is today. And there was one incident from November 2017. This is Mr. Shahbaz Nadeem, India off spinner. He was my first interview, and I still remember interviewing him in a Ranji game where I had gone to analyze the game. It was Jharkhand versus Haryana at Ranchi. I still remember meeting Nadeem, and we talked a lot about cricket. He calmed me down very nicely, helped me understand the game. He talked to me about the game. I asked him how you feel and everything, how you bowl those balls, how you stay calm on the field. And I still remember when last year he made his debut for the Indian cricket team in Ranchi against South Africa. I messaged him writing, "Congratulations on being a part of the team." He said, "Thank you very much. It is because of your good wishes, your love and kindness that I have reached here today. Because of you guys have supported me so much that I India being jersey number 296 in the test matches, and that is why both of us became very good friends as well." I'll share one more incident with you. This is with my idol, somebody who I've looked up to, who I see as my idol. because I have learned a lot of commentary from him. A lot of people say that you copy his style. Harsha Bogle is somebody who I have looked up to, said, tried copying his style, been like him. I still remember meeting him, talking him about the sport. He was really, really, really enthusiastic meeting me. He told, wow, you have great knowledge about the game. And when we talked about the game, we were very excited to share our experiences with each other. And he also told me that how he came up the ladder. He told me about his experiences, how he used to copy his idols like AFS Talyar Khan, Anand Setalwad. Those were the commentators of back 1960s, 1970s. AFS Talyar Khan was a more uh, a more older generation of commentator. He commentated in the famous Bombay Pentangular, Bombay Triangular series, and he used to tell me, Harshav sir taught me a lot about commentary, a lot about how he. I still remember his one dialogue which he told me: always be humble. You cannot be anybody but be yourself, because cricket is something you have to be yourself. You might not know everything, but you learn something new every day. And this is what I learned from Harsha sir. Now let me talk about my big breakthrough. It came in October. It came in October 2018 when I met the most successful captain of Indian cricket team. I might have said a controversial statement, but I feel Mahendra Singh Dhoni has done that to be called such a player. I remember meeting him, talking him about the sport. He was also he's also a very humble man, very down to earth person, always understands the game, he has a very good understanding for the game. He taught me a lot of things, how cricket is played on the field, how you set the fields. I had asked him a question: how do you set those unorthodox fields? He said, I get into the brain of the opposition and see that what they want to do. And that is how he has become what he is today. He has also had a humble start from being a ticket collector uh, at Kharagpur railway station and being the greatest captain ever to be born. He is one of those people who we all can learn something from, either being calm, composed, getting to your dream, living your dream. And one more interview I had it recently, just 5 months ago, was with PT Usha ma'am. And this is one, I rate this interview as one of the best interviews of my life. The reason why I say this is because she inspired many people to get into the sport, to get into track and field, to take this as a learning experience, to go and take it as a profession. When I met her, she's very humble. Again, another humble person, very down to earth human being, but she is strict in her own ways, very, very strict, wants to get better of her players. When I met her, she was coaching her player. I met her at a national tournament at Ranchi, where I got an opportunity to meet her, interview her. I asked her a question: what do you think about the Indian track and field team, which would be going to the Olympics in 2020? She said one thing: we have the talent, but the one thing we lack is we don't have the resources. We don't have infrastructure. If we get those, we will get more than 3 gold medals in track and field events alone at Olympics. This is what she told me. And this is an important learning for us, that having talent is a good thing, but a support, a dream is very important as well. Now, this is a story of another Yashasvi. He's an under 19 star, played for under 19 India this year in South Africa. Great cricketer, Yashasvi Jaiswal. When I told me his story, he told me that he had come from Uttar Pradesh to Bombay just to live his dream of playing cricket. And here again, a story of living a passion, living a dream. And when he didn't have money, he didn't have source to live in Bombay, he used to sell pani puris outside Shivaji Park. As you know, Shivaji Park is a ground, is a Maidan in Bombay, where a lot of cricketers have started their early days. Tendulkar, Rohit Sharma, Vinod Kambli, and there are many others. I asked him, how did you feel after playing for India at a big level, at the under 19 level, and you're now going to play for Rajasthan Royals as well? He said, it is a dream. It is a dream for me. I had never seen this dream. Even in Vijay Hazare Trophy, I shared dressing room with Rohit Sharma, with Ajinkya Rahane, and now I'll be sharing room with great cricketers like Ben Stokes, Stephen Smith, Robin Uthappa. I'll tell you one interesting story about this person. When I met him, I met a person before him. I asked him, how is this player? He said to me, he scored a 200, Yashasvi scored a 200 odd runs against Jharkhand Hazare game. Everybody was like, we were undermining his talent. We didn't know much about him, so we were undermining his talent. But once he came onto the track and he started hitting those fours and sixes, we said, wow, this guy is something good. This guy is something different. And this guy will do something good for India in the coming future. And now let's talk about a podcast I was on a few days ago. This is a screen grab from a podcast at Cherry and Timber Talk. This, as you can see, we were discussing about the yesteryear players who have been forgotten by us, but still have importance in our cricketing history. We forget about Kapil Dev. We sometimes forget about Mansoor Ali Khan Pataudi. We sometimes forget about Sunil Gavaskar. There are several names that we forget about, but we also need to thank them for what they have given us. Because I'll tell you one very good story. Anil Kumble said this. He became the player because Bhagwat Chandrasekhar, he was a former India leg spinner. He played in the golden era of 1917 and 80s. He said, because Bhagwat Chandrasekhar was there, that is why I became the spinner. I wanted to play for India. And similarly, there was Anil Kumble, that is why there was Ravichandran Ashwin. And because there is Ravichandran Ashwin, that is why there will be a Ravi Bishnoi or a person in the near future for us. Now, going on to something very special. Now, this is a photo from a shoot which is very close to my heart. I had an opportunity, I had a chance to be on the shoot, be on the sets of Dil Bechara, which is unfortunately the last movie of Sushant Singh Rajput. I had an opportunity to interact with the director, Mukesh Chhabra. I got to learn how movie is shot, because movie shooting and broadcasting is almost the same thing. Not very similar, but yes, somewhat similar. You get to learn a lot about this. And yes, because of having a passion, because of having a dream, it can actually help you get good amount of money as well by doing commentary, by acting, by being on shoots, by writing, by being freelancer. You can earn a good amount of money. And so, as I conclude, I will just share my contact details over here. This is my email. Anybody wants to contact me can contact me on this. And as I conclude this, I will actually want to say one thing. Always believe in your dreams. Keep that number one, keep that over here, and always believe on those. There will be many people who will be behind your back. They will be saying, oh, why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? But trust me, if you have passion, if you have belief, if you have a dream, you will indeed become the person you are. You will do good life. You will fulfill them. You may not fulfill them today, You may be able to fulfill them tomorrow, but you will fulfill them one day. So always remember to follow your dreams, follow your passion. And just one more thing, before ending this, that never cheat on your dreams, never take shortcuts. Be as grateful to God that you have got an opportunity to fulfill your dreams. Thank you very much. Now,
Yashasvi,
yes, ma'am.
I would like you to throw some light on how you have balanced your academics and your passion so that children can, gain some insight on how to balance things in your life, priorities in your life.
So, like we had classes from 8 in the morning till 5 in the evening. So yes, definitely when we used to come back from classes, we definitely used to be tired. But definitely we took some time out after dinner to get accustomed to the scores, what is going on, what are the scores, how it is going. Did a little bit of studies after that, an hour for sports, an hour for studies, and that is how it went on. And on weekends, which was Saturday and Sunday in India, there was half time for studies, there was half time for sports as well. So that is how time balance is done. Time management is done, I mind you. There would be time, there would be some days where you will not be able to, you may not be able to manage those things, but don't be disheartened because you would get other opportunities as well. You might take that to the another day where you say, okay, no problem, 2 hours, then another hour, no problem. But you have to manage it in order to do something, something. If you have passion, the foremost thing, if you have passion about something, you will find time to do it. And studies, when studies is concerned, that is something you have to do until a certain age, which will help you to be successful in life, because whatever you're studying will come to you at some time or the other. It will come back to you. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much, dear. That's very, very useful.
I'm getting a question from to choose commentary. So actually, it was not my parents' choice; it was my choice, and definitely, I was supported by my parents to do this because they knew that I have knowledge about the game, and uh, I have knowledge about the game and I can do well. So they supported me throughout, my parents, my sister, and especially my teachers. They have been instrumental for me. And I'm also receiving another question from Gautam, who was my inspiration. I have actually had two inspirations throughout my life. In cricketing terms, I have two inspiration. One is Harsha Bhogle sir. I've always looked up to him, the way he commentates. A lot of people actually criticize me because I tend to copy him sometimes. I copy his style, I copy his words, and uh, and he's been someone very, he's been someone who I've always looked up to. And one more person who I've always looked up for inspiration is Mahendra Singh Dhoni, because the way he remains calm, and that is something which I don't have. So I've learned being calm from him. Question from Manjush: how do you know what is your actual passion if you have many interests? Manjush, there is something which I would like to tell you. There would be one thing which will strike you, one thing which you will do daily under any circumstances. Maybe singing, maybe dancing, maybe watching sports, or maybe watching cricket, or playing any other sport. So you have to just take that one thing, and that can change your life maybe. There's one beautiful question. Did I play cricket before choosing commentating? Yes, I played a little cricket. I have interest in playing cricket. I'm actually a leg spinner, and I've always And I've always loved playing cricket, because if you haven't played cricket, you would not know what to talk about and how to talk about. And okay, one more question I'll take, as we are running out of time, so I'll take one more question. Okay, what was my dream when I was small? Was it commentary or something else? So my dream was to become a cricketer, being honest, being a cricketer. And after some time I actually chose biology, because I wanted to become a doctor, but unfortunately that didn't, and even I couldn't become a cricketer. But yes, I'm happy today. I'm actually very happy today with what I have done. So thank you very much for the questions. I'm sorry I cannot take all the questions. I'm seeing really good questions coming up. You guys can ping me. You guys can ping me on my email ID. You guys can message me on Instagram, wherever you. Get back to you. Thank you very much.
What an energizing and empowering session it was. Thank you, Mr. Yashasvi, for getting onto the front foot and knocking it out of the park. I would now like to take this opportunity to propose the vote of thanks for today's evening. Our heartfelt gratitude to the man of the match with a magnificent score, Mr. Yashasvi, for taking out his valuable time and connecting with us from India and matching time zones for endorsing his views on cricket and casting that beautiful spell. I would like to express our sincere gratitude to the management team comprising of our school management and Principal Ms. Aslan Apis for making this interactive session possible with their perpetual support and wisdom, and by providing the excellent batting conditions. I also wish to express my gratitude to our coaching team of Vice Principals Ms. Soma Bhattacharya and Ms. Mary Cruz, our academic and activity coordinators Ms. Rachel Alwyn and Ms. Chinmay, along with their team of teachers, for providing their constant assistance and the knack of batting. I would like to extend our thanks to our technical team of Mr. Harish and IT department, as well as Mr. Abhishek Jha and Computer Science department for their support and cooperation for the smooth coverage of this event. Finally, I would like to place on record our hearty thanks to Ms. Jaya Majumdar for the perfect logistic support and guidance she has extended so that we could deliver our final match. Last in order, but not in importance, I would like to thank all the spectators for their enthusiastic support, keeping their fingers crossed and staying tuned till the end of the session. I thank you all for joining with us this evening, making good innings and making this match a striking one.
Hello. So basically we have ended the meeting.
I would like to take this opportunity to thank Yashasvi for enlightening our students on how to follow your passion and balance your academics also. And the way he put it that, someday your academics are also important as much as your passion is important. So the delicate balance has to be struck. Thank you so much, Yashasvi. It was nice listening to you. From the bubbly, excited Yashasvi to the calm person that I see today. What a change. Well done.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.